Before you pay that HMRC penalty, listen to this. There are 7 powerful reasons HMRC can completely cancel your penalty. And reason number 6 is the one that surprises everyone. Hi, my name is Amma, a chartered accountant and a tax professional from AB & Co Accounting and Tax Services. We have helped countless clients get penalties reduced and often cancelled entirely, sometimes just within a week. This video is for education only. For tailored advice, please speak to a professional. The first reason that can get your penalty cancelled is if you genuinely didn't know how to register, file, or even submit something to HMRC and genuinely you had no understanding. HMRC can cancel your penalty based on that reason if you have a strong evidence to back that up. This particular reason works more often than you think. As long as your evidence is strong, you could get your penalty cancelled by HMRC. This second reason happens all the time. If you trusted somebody to file your tax return for you, such as a bookkeeper, a friend, or your accountant, and they didn't, or if they filed it but filed inaccurate information to HMRC, which resulted in a penalty, that is a good reason enough for HMRC to cancel your penalty. If you have a strong evidence, such as emails, messages, and every correspondences that suggest that they were responsible for filing your tax return, but they didn't. Gather those evidence because that can get your penalty cancelled. The third reason is if you had unexpected hospital stay, a mental illness, a serious illness or a disability that prevented you from meeting the deadline, you can use that to get your penalty cancelled. If you have a strong evidence such as all medical records, hospital admission records to back this up, then HMRC may consider cancelling your penalty for you. Imagine this: you tried to submit your tax return and your software crashes, or HMRC online services goes down. If this technical issue prevented you from submitting your tax return on time and you have an evidence to prove this, you can get your penalty cancelled by HMRC. You need to take screenshots of the technical issue, speak to the software provider to give you an evidence, even get HMRC to also add their evidence that proves that that technical issue prevented you from submitting your tax return on time. This evidence can get your penalty cancelled by HMRC. The fifth reason is postal delays. Yes, Royal Mail can get your penalty cancelled if you posted your tax return on time, but due to postal delays, your tax return couldn't reach HMRC before the deadline. That is the good reason enough to get your penalty cancelled. Again, you need an evidence that proves that you actually posted this on time, but it didn't get there before the deadline. Usually, using a tracking service helps in this situation. If you have found value so far, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to help us grow and to help us reach others who may find this video useful. The most important reason, which is the one most people don't even know it exists, is reason number 6, which is death of a close relative. If your spouse, your child, or a close relative dies and that cause of emotional trauma prevented you from completing and submitting your tax return on time, you can prove this to HMRC and HMRC can consider this and cancel your penalty. This is quite traumatic and I wish it doesn't happen to anyone. This one is one of the strongest evidence that you can use to cancel your penalty. The 7th reason is if this is your first time of either submitting your tax return on time or making your tax liability payment on time. If you have been compliant all the time and this is the very first time you've received a penalty, HMRC sometimes consider this and cancel your penalty based on that grounds. Remember, none of these gives you an automatic right for penalty cancellation. You must have a strong evidence to back it up, and HMRC must see that the evidence that you have provided is strong enough to be able to cancel your penalty. Knowing all these reasons, how do you avoid even getting a penalty at all in the near future? The first thing you need to do is gather all documents and make them ready early enough at the beginning of the tax year. If you're using an accountant, send it to them on time so that they can prepare your tax return and submit them to HMRC on time. Always ask your accountant or anyone helping you to submit your tax return to send you an evidence of a submission receipt. That is your only confirmation that you have that tells you that the tax return has been submitted to HMRC. Never ever send estimates to HMRC. If you are sending estimates to HMRC, you need to leave a note in your return telling HMRC that they are estimates. Before your tax return is submitted to HMRC, always review it and authorize it before it goes to HMRC, because if there are any inaccuracies, you may get penalty and you will be liable. So get that review before you submit your tax return to HMRC. Most people panic as soon as they get a penalty letter, but now you know the reasons that can get your penalty cancelled. If you want the exact appeal letter that gets your penalty cancelled, watch this video. I'll link it up and also in the description. I hope this video has been useful. If it has, please send us a signal by hitting the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to help us grow and to reach more people that may also find this video useful. Thank you for watching.